Hello, my name is Herman McGee, and today I will be explaining the conflicts in Mere Christianity Chapter 1, and if I agree or disagree with them. And then I'll be moving on to explaining my personal anecdote, how it relates to I too, and how those could be similar and interchangeable. Yes. Some of the conflicts that I found in Mere Christianity Chapter 1 would be the law of human nature sets standards of moral obligations, but is often disobeyed. And I guess that's a conflict because it's like, well, hey, you're saying this. Well, I guess if we start at the beginning, hey, we have the law of gravitation that says, hey, we're gonna fall if we are left in midair. And then we have these laws that apply to all creatures, but then we go to humans specifically with the law of human nature and how this is the only law that can be disobeyed. And that's interesting. I found that was a conflict. But then the second conflict I found was we have a double standard when it comes to morality and moral obligation. And what I mean by this is that we often expect other people to do something without expecting it ourselves or without doing it ourselves. The double standard is there. And then my third conflict would be people made and adopted this law of moral obligation but refused to follow it. And this is different from the first conflict of disobey it, because now it's, hey, this is common sense, we know it, but we're choosing to disobey it. And it's like, okay, well, why would you make a law that you don't want to follow? And then why would you make that law natural and common if nobody wants to follow it? And I agree with some of these conflicts, especially in the fact that, yes, everybody does do this, and it doesn't make any sense, especially if you're going to disobey the law in general, and which everyone does. As it was stated in the text earlier, everyone does disobey this law continuously. Now I want to move on to I Too by Langston Hughes and my personal anecdote. Oftentimes, I'm in a room arguing with my dad about what's right or what's wrong, or it would be other people in the room and we're talking about random things, or sometimes it's really deep when we get into political views or maybe political ideologies or even racism and stuff of that sort. And often, or at least before this program, I didn't know too much about it, so I was just talking and he was just shutting me down immediately because I didn't have enough information. And then when other people came, we would have the same conversation and I would still lose and essentially be forced out of the conversation. But I relate that to they send me to eat in the kitchen when company comes. But I laugh and eat well and grow strong. Not in a literal sense, but figuratively. I take that time to gain more knowledge and know what I'm talking about. So when I come back tomorrow, I'll be at the table when company comes. I'll be there in the conversation, actively speaking, and nobody will dare say to me, eat in the kitchen. Besides, they'll see how beautiful I am. Not beautiful in a literal sense either, but more of, hey, you're recognizing what I'm capable of, what I'm doing, and how far I've came. And that's why you wouldn't dare say eat in the kitchen, because then you'd be missing. And I feel like that really, I guess, is talking about what Langston Hughes is talking about in the passage, and how they send him to eat in the kitchen when company comes, but he takes that time to better himself and grow strong and eat well, and then tomorrow he's completed what he's trying to do, and now nobody will dare say to him, eat in the kitchen. Yes, I guess, thank you for your time, and yeah, thank you for your time. See you later.
You done?